Even before Chat GPT and generative AI, people was like, the world is changing so fast. What do kids need to learn? And they're oftentimes surprised that I said, well, it's actually the same traditional skills. If you learn to write really well, if you have a solid knowledge base, say of civics, financial literacy, if you have, you know how to use tools well, and increasingly these are going to be technological tools. You have strong critical thinking skills, as probably at least as an early algebra type of level, some statistics knowledge. You're going to be quite potent in any point in history. And I think that's going to be even more so in this generative AI revolution. A lot of people say, well, the generative AI can write papers now. The generative AI is going to be able to solve the math problem. But one way to think about it is students of the future are going to have to manage these generative AI. And if I told you that somebody's going to be an editor of a newspaper, they're going to have to manage writers, does that person need to know how to write? And you're like, not only do they need to know how to write, they need to know how to write better now, because they're going to be managing other people. They're going to act as an editor. So generative AI doesn't give us a free pass to say, oh, no one has to learn any of this stuff anymore. For the folks who want to operate in the knowledge economy and want to have really well-positioned careers, they need to elevate above the generative AI and know how to manage those generative AI. So that means not just understanding the tools, but it actually means understanding the underlying skills that the generative AI is doing better than the AI itself.
If I think about the skills that are going to be most relevant for the future, it's those things that you mentioned: critical thinking, problem solving, reading, writing. I also think digital skills, both knowing how to use digital tools, but also actually understanding how they work, are going to be more and more important in the workplace. People also ask me all the time, because I run code.org, whether coding jobs are going to disappear because AI can now write code. And it's very similar to writing. AI can write essays. Do we stop teaching writing anymore? I don't think anybody is questioning whether we should stop teaching people to write, because writing is a form of communication. And for the exact same reason, we shouldn't stop teaching coding. As you mentioned, they see the person who knows how to code just got a superpower because they can manage a team of coders that are AI. Just like a person who knows how to write gained a new superpower because AI could do, they now have a team of writers.
Yeah, you have to, no one's going to be able to, maybe people are going to be able to create prototypes of apps without being able to code, but you're not going to be able to create a real app that you could put out in the world, because you're not going to know all of the edge cases, the security holes, the performance issues that it might face. You need to know how to code.